Hi, welcome to today's compassion meditation. So there's something that I wanted to share with you guys. It's definitely been a big journey for me to learn a lot about compassion. I used to think compassion was just being generous. Compassion was something that came from the heart, and it definitely does still come from the heart. But being fluffy and warm and positive. But one big thing that I've learned about compassion is just being able to sit and hold a space, whether it be for someone or for yourself. Hold a space of being able to be vulnerable, not to label good or bad, but just to experience as it is, that awareness that maybe there is suffering there, and with that awareness to then approach with kindness and have empathy for that suffering. And so that it might be quite uncomfortable actually, and sad. A lot of compassion meditations that I do for myself personally are actually a lot of sadness there. So it feels different for everybody. But I would like to guide you through a compassionate meditation today. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and start, and we'll start. You can do this seated, you can do this lying down, you can take this to bed, wherever you feel most comfortable. A space where you can just really surrender to relax. Nice. So as we come to settle into our meditation, just taking our arrival with our body scan. So noticing first how you feel today, physically, mentally, emotionally. How are you feeling right now? And in this space, just starting to notice the physical contact that we have with our support, so whether that's seated, whether that's lying down on the ground or on our bed. See if we can just bring awareness to each body part and the intention to relax into those body parts. So our feet and our legs. The next breath out, can we maybe just sink hips, letting go, relaxing legs and relaxing feet. And then just starting to bring our awareness through to the torso, unraveling back, softening belly and softening chest. Your next exhale, can we just let go of tension held in our shoulders, be that physical, be that any burdens or responsibilities that you feel that you're holding on to today. Even if it's just for now, letting that go to create a space of surrender and a space to be here. Relaxing the arms down to the fingertips. Can we let go of the head? So even seated, just finding that relaxation through the neck, the throat. Can we allow the head to rest into the ground if we're lay down? Can we just soften through the face, letting go of jaw? If you haven't already, we're closing down the eyes, softening those eyelids. Unraveling the forehead from that space in between the eyebrows. As we settle in here physically, just to be here with our body, allowing the space of letting go. And maybe just checking in with our breath, noticing how our breath feels. Can we maybe breathe in a little longer? Can we a little deeper? Can we breathe out a little longer? Signaling to our body that we're here to rest. Signaling to our nervous system that we're here to relax, rest and digest, process. If we can, through this practice, as we connect to our sensations and our feelings, the experience part of our brain, we start to maybe switch off from our critical, our intellectual thinking side of our brain, so that we can just experience whatever this space just to be as it is, so that we can listen to be aware. Nice, and as we watch the breath, maybe just noticing the rise, the gentle relaxation of the belly and the chest. Noticing our heart space area. And if it feels comfortable too, you might just start to place a hand or both hands onto your chest, onto your heart space area. Giving ourselves that soothing, compassionate touch. Feeling our breath. Drinking in each inhale. And just breathing out. Maybe a sense of gratitude for that breath. Maybe starting just to characterize that breath with a sense of affection. And if maybe that doesn't come easy to you, think of something or someone that you love very close to your heart. And with that same kind of feeling, see if you can interweave that feeling with the breath. I think it's quite habitual and conditioned in ourselves that we know how to be compassionate towards others. And maybe it's a little harder to be compassionate towards ourselves. So do feel free to cultivate that compassion through thinking of someone that you love or something that you have a lot of love for. And if you're connecting to that space, and don't worry if you're not, compassion is about not judging the quality of our experience to be feeling good. It's just about that intention that we're being kind to ourselves and that we're creating the space to experience for whatever it is, just as it is. So maybe it's just breathing. Maybe it is you are starting to connect to that feeling of compassion. Like I mentioned before, to me when I connect to compassion meditations, it actually feels quite sad. So whatever it is for you, it's not wrong and it's not right. It's just as it is individually to you. And if we are starting to connect to that affectionate breath, maybe you start to visualize a warm light at that heart center space, expanding as you breathe in, radiating as you breathe out. And again, approaching with compassion. It doesn't matter if you're not connecting to this. It's not wrong, it's just a practice. So just breathing in and out if that's where you're at. And then in this space, you can feel free to stay here with this affectionate breath, with this breath of compassion. Or maybe you're still connecting, thinking of that loved one, to interweave that feeling with your breath. Or maybe you're just breathing. Maybe you feel that breath get more bright and warm as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, expanding out from that heart space area, bringing that light and warmth through the torso, radiating down to the legs. Each time that you breathe in, getting brighter and warmer. And each time that you breathe out, radiating in your body. Till you feel it radiates through, interwoven into your entire being, radiating outwardly, expansive, reaching out. And as you create this space from within with compassion, feeling free to share this, if you're in a space to do so, to share this outwardly, thinking of those that could do with this sense of compassion, or those that you love. Maybe thinking of someone that is going through a difficult time, sending this compassion towards them. As we bring ourselves back in this space of kindness, in this space of warmth, taking this with you for the rest of the day. Feel free to wriggle fingers, wriggle toes. Feel free to stretch the body. Feel free to take the legs in. Give yourself a big squeeze and a big hug, thanking yourself for dedicating this time for you. And I wish you well, and sending compassion and wishing you a space of kindness. And maybe you would like to just set an intention to do something kind for yourself today. Take care. See you soon. Bye.